Awesome. Ian, thank you so much for joining me today, man. It's it's been a journey so far with how far your business has come since, working together. And, I can't wait to just get into a couple of things about what's kind of been the difference for you and what's transpired since really only a couple of months ago with your business, because we've seen some really big growth, which I'll let you kind of get into. But I'd love to just kind of hear firstly where you were before we started working together, a bit about your business and sort of where you were before we got together, a couple of months ago.
Yeah, man. Well, as you know, my business started off with no form of e-commerce training. I was basically shooting in the dark, as they would say. I had a Facebook page, I had an Instagram page. I knew how to do basic posts. That was about it. But I had a 10,000 following of people, and it would just trickle over to Facebook sales or Shopify sales. Then when I stumbled across what you provided in your training, in your course, and we spoke, I pretty much have done what you said. It's follow the steps, follow the process, let it take control, and just sit back and watch the changes. And yeah, we've gone from averaging $10,000 months that we did with nothing to, in the short span of 2 months, averaging over 15 and 16,000. So, 5,000 to 6,000 in those January and February. And now we're into March, and we're already hitting our peak milestone in 9 days than we would have done in 2-3 weeks. So yeah, it works. It simply works. It's as simple as that. It works.
It's awesome to hear, mate. I mean, and as I've sort of spoken about before, it really is about, I guess, taking the information and the execution, right, becomes so much a part of anybody succeeding whatever they do, because in an information age with so much knowledge and things out there, like everything is available, but it's about having the specific instructions, specific directions for you at your point in time. Like not putting the cart before the horse with ads or email marketing or anything to do with anything that you're doing to generate sales. And so when you came in, it was almost like you had the audience, as you mentioned. And so, how do we harness that, and how do we, I guess, blow that up in the sense of generating more attention, more impressions, and obviously more sales and revenue. So it's been awesome to see you just grab that, and run with it essentially. Like you're probably, certainly one within the community that takes things and actions them super quick so that you can get the feedback, learn, and keep moving forwards, and then strap on other strategies as well. So it's awesome to see the progress made. And obviously with such a big why for what you do is really important. What sort of strategies would you say have worked, really well for you that potentially, you hadn't looked at before? What sort of things that you've sort of focused on in the last couple of months to grow your sales?
Well, when we signed up and we joined our first one-on-one, I didn't have Klaviyo. So my email campaigns, I didn't have a database. It now shows me that an email database is key to those people that come to your page and purchase. So have a database to be able to target people regularly on a monthly basis and say, look, out of the 4,000 people, I only need 1,000 of you to purchase at, $4. That's $4,000 in one email campaign. Thanks for coming. But if more purchase, the better it is for that month. So that's one. Campaign via email was a big strategy. 2, Facebook ads. I've never run a Facebook ad at all. And I've run now one in March, and I'm already seeing a return 8 times just in a Facebook ad. So, what was I doing for 7 years? Now, for 7 years to make 10,000, should have gone way back then. But I was skeptical. I don't trust processes. They say you can Google and YouTube all these people telling you how to do it, but if you don't understand how to do it, it won't work. And that's what I mean. Having the ability for one-on-one sessions, the group counseling sessions, having you check what's right and wrong, Facebook ads. Number two for me, it was one of the biggest, ways of generating revenue. Database increasing, product reach, all that sort of stuff. They're key to increase your return. And when they say you got to spend money to make money, yeah, okay, but spending it smart. And that's what you've taught us, is that you don't need to spend $1,000 up front, because it might not target the right people. As you said, $3 here, let's see how it runs for a week. If it was returning, boost it a bit. And that's what I'd prefer to have had, the one-on-one teaching from you to say, this is how you should be looking at campaigns, looking at Facebook ads.
Yeah, absolutely. I think definitely, as we just mentioned, there's information out there. You can literally learn anything, but just being specific to you and your business at that point in time is where the value of this specific program is, I guess you could say, because even if it's in the group environment, it's just, you can pull up your account and we can go through it together, and everybody else obviously learns at the same time. And we go through that, in most sessions, which is awesome. What's kind of been what's it been like, I guess, working together? What's kind of been the most beneficial thing about, the last couple of months, would you say?
Well, I think the beneficial part for doing the will course, as we'll call it, it's the actual, you're talking to somebody. You're not just getting somebody talking to you over an email. Your structure is right, like you say. It's like the fire pyramid. You need fuel to start a fire, but you also need another element to get fire to keep burning. So, like you say, you need your Facebook ads to get your engagement. That engagement leads to sales. Our sales lead to return customers. Those return customers come to become lifetime clients, who then tell their friends about your product. That starts the ball rolling all over again. And the key thing that it's been with you is that your process is solid. It works. It's not a gimmick type thing. It's, hey, look, put these into place and you will see a return. And I've seen it in 2 months. And I am a skeptic. I don't trust a lot of people. And as you know from our conversations, I was very hard to pull across, because I was like, I want to, but I can't,
Yeah.
But I did. And I've seen the return, and it's worked. So
Yeah.
look, people just got to understand, trust the process and let it work.
Yeah. No, I know. I was on to you. I was like, I know we can help you. I know we can help you. I was so keen just to get you into the program because of, your brand and what you stand for and how you operate, giving so much back to the community. It's like, how can you not win with leading with that message and that philosophy? So, super excited to obviously have you here and seeing you absolutely kicking goals. So yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. And as I say, it's been amazing. Just a final kind of question. What would you sort of say to people in a position, I guess, that you were in, either being skeptical or stagnated or just kind of a little bit lost, I guess? What would you sort of say, even to yourself back 3 months ago, about where you were at in your business, and if you had obviously ambitions to grow it further?
Well, yeah, look, if I could take back 7 years, and if we'd met 7 years ago, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I'd be living on an island somewhere, probably. But no, you've got to, it comes down to trusting that process again. And the fact is, you are a person that comes from a business that you set up from the ground upwards with you and your brother. You took that risk, and look where you've come with that. Well, now you're just offering your advice to our businesses, and that simply, to coin Nike, just do it. Just do it. Don't hesitate. You will see changes to your business, and I have seen them in 2 months. So it's just a simple matter of, look, don't procrastinate. Just sign the dotted line, get on board, join the wheel train, and away we go. I've seen the changes at everybody's businesses online. Karen's, mine, Kirk's, Sean's, everybody that we follow. It's just building. So just do it.
Love it, mate. Thank you. And I mean, this literally my vision, for this program is to just build that strength of a community, that with the support and the collaboration and everybody just sharing ideas, because it's going to be rare that you are competing against somebody within this program as a business. As we just spoke about, before the recording, it was like becoming your own market is literally the key advantage to succeeding, because there's enough market out there for everybody. That is my genuine belief. And that's how we started Karmic, by saying, sure, there's competitors out there, but how do we become different and just have a slice of that market that is completely different from everybody else, giving them something completely unique? And I think that has been a big key to you and something we really try and highlight for the people in the community. So yeah, man, as I said, it's been a pleasure having you in here, and can't wait to see what comes of it as well. Looking for that.
No, man, I'm enjoying it. And like I say, I enjoy the conference calls, the one-on-ones, and just watch it grow.
Amazing.
You're there, part of it. You're helping me grow it, so it's all good.
Love it. Thanks, Ian. Appreciate it, mate.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. Thanks again. See you soon.
All right, dude. Take it easy.
See you, buddy.
See you, mate. Bye.